صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Brother Ali, Brother Hassan, Irshad, Abu, and everybody, thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being patient. You had a long day. We had a very long day, and you are still ready to stay more hours. So before I start, can we stretch, stand up, and then, yeah? Say a bit of history about Serena, where we are. In 1984, when I was a student at summer college in Nairobi, there was Secretary General of Africa, World Muslim League from Saudi, Dr. Professor Abdullah Omar Nasif, the founder of IUIU, who was visiting Kenya and he was putting up here. And we visited him as Muslim students, officials, and you know what? He gave us $500. And $500 that time was 5,000 of now or more. So we were excited. That's the history of Serena. That when I first visited. That was 84. Okay? Long time ago. Yeah. Tuk, who is Tuk, yeah. I was a student at Tuk in 1985 as a college. Okay? It used to be called what? Yeah. Not Mombasa, Kenya. Let's come to what was the main concern today in our discussion. There's an issue that every university has touched, the common one. Huh? Finance. I have a solution, 100%. Okay, who's alumni? Is it the ongoing students or former? Okay, what is the value of alumni who are not supporting the ongoing students or who are not useful to their former institutions? Keep aside, that's alumni. But most importantly, do our students, you included sitting here, pay annual subscription for the MSS, Muslim Student Associations? Do we pay? Not all? Anybody who pays? None. I'm confident when I'm saying that. I know. Why am I saying no one pays? Because you don't pay money. You pay 200 shilling or 100 shilling in a year. Is that money? You know, I feel very much irritated when I see university students, officials, from the day we started the NAMSA at 84 up to today. This complaint is on. 84 up to today, how many years, Sheikh? 40? Yeah, we go to another 40, inshallah. Those of us who will be alive, probably you guys. The subject will remain. Do we need to sit here and discuss about Muslim issues when that is the status? I'm very, very honestly disappointed. Not today, but even before. I gave up attending Muslim students programs. I stopped long time ago. Because we talked, and we are not changing. And we expect others to change. Then what is point of coming together. Chairman, Mr. Hassan,
Yes.
I think this is a concern.
Yes.
1979, when I came to Nairobi first time, University of Nairobi used to have a mineral. I don't know who used to produce, but I thought it was Musaun. But I just heard the Musaun official saying Musaun started was from 1981. You said that, eh? Hassan Abdullah, 1981, 82, yeah, about. But what I know, we used to have mineral. A very strong, it was a magazine, it was not a newsletter. Newsletter used to be produced by a young Muslim, a young Asian girl used to produce that newsletter. Instead of now we have Friday Bulletin, isn't it? Yes. That newsletter, and the color was yellow. I can remember very well. That was 79. But the point is, Musauni was there. It's almost as old as Nairobi University. Now, we still have the challenge. Those days, Muslim students in the University of Nairobi, they were about 5 to 10, not more. Today, even Daystar, we have represented somebody from Daystar. Yeah, thank you, sister. Daystar was not allowed for a Muslim to join in Daystar. It was told over. Yeah? But now it does. Now she's here today representing Daystar, and I'm sure there are many of them. Now we have 60 what universities? The public ones, 62, they are about, and we have another 62 private. So we have 120 something universities, and each university we have what? Good number of Muslims. Not the 5 to 10 of University of Nairobi in 1979 or 80. I think it is not fair for us as Muslims to blame the government. Mahat said something, very powerful message. Okay? And that's leadership, right? Political leadership. But student leadership. And not only the leadership, student across. Whether you are, if you are not paying, what will Abdullah do? Is it fair really? My appeal to you is, let us put our heads together. Let us be volunteers, and agree. I told, I think, other days that ever meetings that agree on a figure. These 200 was there when you were there, Abdullah. I mean Hassan. 200 shillings. Even if you say 200 shillings every semester or every term, is it worth?
No.
Probably 1,000 every semester. So, if those of us who are in this room resolve, because we are representing the rest, and invite each university, the Muslim students here, it is possible to get funding at the university level. And you discuss this issue, I think students will accept. And so my appeal is today, request rather, to Mr. Ali, can AMYLESA pursue this, so that Kina Hassan, Kina Sheikh, Irshad, myself will all come on board. How our students, our young ones, can accept this proposal. So we put maybe a figure, whether it's by year or by semester, and then we pursue that. We have more engagement with the university Muslim students, and then from there, this will be history. This issue of no money. this will be no more. My take is, those of you who are now, Abdullah said already is graduating. When you graduate, don't graduate about so don't forget the zone. What is the value being a chairman now? And when you graduate at the end of you, the audio association with the zone, it's unfair. Yeah? My request is let us do something about the finance issue. Without finance, anything can be done? No. So, rather lead us on this, and this should be our first agenda. Yeah. By next year, this time, October or November, I think we organize another meeting for that purpose only, for the social mobilization, not outside university, because the talks today was limited not limited funding, actually, limited dollars. What is dollars? You refer to WAMY, you refer to Jamia, you refer to AMA, you refer to EFA? Those are not dollars. Dollars are ourselves. You must become the donors. Otherwise, we are not moving anywhere. No progress. We will be talking the same. In when was the crashes? That was crashes in 2000? 7, 8, 7. There was Kofi Annan team, and in that mediation team, they proposed 3 institutions to be established in the country and operationalized and funded by the government. One of them was NCIC, a commission now. The other one is National Peace Secretariat and the Ministry of Internal. The third one, which the government refused, but exists by name, is the National Council of Elders. Okay? That time, all universities closed, right? If you are from Nyanza and you are in JKUR, what will happen? Could you dare to join? Go back. Suppose you are from Mount Kenya and you are in Maseno. Any possibility? They call for universities leadership. Universities that existed then, they formed a coalition, peace coalition for all universities, and they invited university students, lecturers, and it was organized at JKUR. People were invited from the civil society, including the government, of course. And fortunately, I was one of the speakers. And the one question I asked them is, all the universities in Kenya, they don't have place of worship. And now we are all thinking about God to save us. Are you honest about what you are talking about now? You don't have church and you don't have mosque. And you are talking about in the university, it's not allowed. Yes, and what you say is it will create a problem within the university's student leadership. And anyhow, the followers of the faith you are talking about now. So I think it is, I told them, I challenged them that they must allow mosques and churches to be put on in the universities. And one of the persons who attended that meeting is the one who allowed us to put a mosque at KU. He supported us. So the issue of now, let me come to there are 3 religions, let's say. There are Muslims, Christianity, and Judaism. Each one has unique characteristics. Islam is not Muslims, it's not the religion now, the followers. The Muslims know their religion. Muslims know the teaching of their religions. But now I can say they used to know, at least. While Christianity, they know 1% about their religion. While Jews, they know the religion, but they are most arrogant creation, human creation. They are very arrogant. Because they say they are Sha'bullah al-Mukhtar. Yeah, they are selected by God, so they are superior human being. In the process, no religion. But now what makes Islam strong, all through, is the Muslims used to know their religion. Why do I say used to know? Now, this is a challenge. And Mahat said, I think, Sheikh Yusuf said, Hassan said, now we are taking leave. We have taken and we will continue taking. And so in the next 2 generations, we will become like our brothers and sisters Christians. The way the Christians are, they go to the church, they listen to somebody talking, and they go back. And they go back with nothing. Because the religion, the amount of religion, you can't listen to somebody just to talk. You must know yourself. You must read, you must learn. Now, we go to madrasa, we go to Duxi, we go to madrasa, we learn our religion, isn't it? Okay, where is madrasa now? Our madrasa is operational now, active. It's a challenge. There are places where the madrasas are no more. Study. Are there madrasas in Kuala?
Yes, there.
Okay, I will not say no, but the question stands. It is Lam. Are there madrasas in Lam? It's a big challenge. Okay, those ones now the remaining part is Nairobi area and the northeastern and probably Upper Eastern, which has improved tremendously. But cost is a challenge. But again, even northeastern, the madrasas are going down. So what will happen? What next? You will find Hifz, Marakis al-Hifz, Tahfid is more than all the days now. Tahfid is Tahfid, you memorize the Quran. But do you understand the Quran? It's a challenge. Okay? And that's why Brother Hassan and Brother Mahat, both of them say in the drugs issue, there are no more Muslim girls than boys. And there are more dropouts, girls dropping from the universities, Muslim girls, more than the boys. And the reason is, quite a number of reasons, is because many of them are taken to courses that they cannot, they don't have the capacity. For example, somebody gets B+, he or she, you can get B+ easily. But do you really have that capacity? Is the B+ genuine? And the parents are forcing you to do medicine, and you can't manage. And so in the process, a lot of other things that, because of that, a lot of things that happen. So we have challenges. AMYLESA has done good work. And in Uganda, we have National Muslim Students Association officials. Okay? I've never had in Kenya having a national student body, Muslim student body. We have SWANU and the rest, but Muslim Students Union. Have we ever had a national student body?
Yes.
What is the name?
It's one of
Since when?
it was launched in April this year.
But is it working? It's working. I hope it will be. Okay? If it is there, it is good. So I think it is important that we activate. In Uganda there is, and in Tanzania there is. One more thing, interesting. WAMY has been here since 1982 in Kenya. And university students in different Muslim world, they have membership. Uganda has about 4 universities who have members. In Tanzania, it is there. Dar es Salaam, ever since it was WAMY came to East Africa. In Kenya, it's only one university that is a member of WAMY, and is KU. And it's not because of the students, it's because of Sheikh Abdullah Khair. You know Sheikh Abdullah Khair, the former Imam?
Yes.
It's because of Sheikh Abdullah Khair. It is not the students' membership or initiative. University of Nairobi, we gave back to them. We saw how many times we gave them probably forms to fill in. They are not even members. And of course they need support, isn't it? Yeah? This is some of the issues that we fail to understand ourselves. My appeal to you, brothers and sisters, is let us be honest to ourselves. And let us start with resources, finance. And that should be priority number 1 for us. Keep everything aside, even activities. We are talking about activities and we don't have resources, and we are not saying how can we get resources. How can we get resources? We need donors. We need embassies. We need a Muslim organization, philanthropists. It is not possible. The only shortcut and easy way is student prescription. It's called subscription, right? Subscription of reasonable amount, where the poorest can pay. Okay? And I think poorest can pay more than 200 shillings per semester. And I think it's good to fix per semester, not per month. And then we see how we can talk to them and they able to pay the money. Some our brothers who presented about zakat, they said I think majority of the, or some of the Muslims don't know zakat, how to pay. I think majority of Muslims don't know, not some. Majority of the Muslims don't know how to calculate. Even some religious leaders don't know how to calculate zakat. It is challenging because if you are not practicing, it's supposed you are a mathematician. You know the mathematics. You have finished the university. You are doing your business. Where will the mathematics go? Will remain? No. We'll forget, isn't it? So zakat is like that. Even the Sheikh, when you ask, he has to revise, check on how to calculate this. It's a bit of challenge, but the majority of the Muslims also don't know. Not few of them. Also, there is a problem of volunteerism. We talk about volunteerism. Are Muslims good volunteers or not bad, or weak volunteers? Are we good in volunteering or weak? We are not strong, we are very weak. Muslims don't volunteer. Muslims pay. Pay the last shilling they have, they can give you. But volunteer your time and energy and work for charity work, no. That's not a Muslim. That's my experience. That's why we don't have Musawn alumni.
We don't have MAKU alumni. They are not there. The Muslim counties, all the schools, Hassan, which is the oldest school in NFD or Northeastern? Wajir High School. Wajir High School is struggling. Even this year now, they are talking about people like Sharrao is an old boy. Okay? Just this month, Kina Ilyas and former secretary of Wajir and some other, the former deputy governor of Well, all of them were discussing recently. And I can remember 20 years ago, it was when the alumni raised up some millions of shillings for the school. Because the minister was going there. And tough, serious people, worked and they collected a lot of money. Now it is not one-time issue. If you are an alumni, you are alumni. And your contribution must be felt. Okay? If our role models are the schools, okay. Another good example, TUM, Technical University of Mombasa. It was for who? Muslims. Why did it fail? Till the government took over? It's because we were not supporting it. So we failed to support. It was a private Muslim institution, probably religious institution. We failed to support, so the government took over. And now it's a university, and the Muslims were making noise when it was made a university that this was our institution. We were not consulted. Do you want a consultation here? Do we? It was ours for 60 years. We failed. Government has taken over and operationalized and it's a university. So the blame will not go to our elders. Now we see there was mistake in the past by our elders, by the community, leadership, and all that. And do we follow the same path? I think we must do things differently now than the past. Okay, we cannot just continue. Political leadership, for me, Hassan, if you compare, I think as a country, Muslims, we are better in political leadership than other places. Okay? Political leadership, at least for every 10 years, we will get somebody strong. Okay? We had Ahmed Khalif in history. We had Sharif Nasir. And Saudi B Mosque would not have been their land if it were not Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and then Sharif Nasir. Sharif Nasir, that all the weak person, weak in terms of body and age, but very strong in man and defending the Muslim rights. We have so and so and so. And last time I can remember, Kibaki, when he was the president, when he was addressing the parliament, he talked about marginalization and how marginalization can be addressed. And he urged the Kenyans to emulate the northeastern way of mitigating poverty and marginalization. And he referred to some then even MPs and that, and Ghadir and the IEBC guy, what was his name? Ahmed Ishaq and Bill Kero, and he said, look at these young boys now managing us, managing the country. And each region and every time, we must have strong people. When they're in national positions, they can participate in the national leadership and countries, policy direction, and also the local needs. So us, I think mine is we focus on Muslim Student Association, universities. If we address this, then the youth, Muslim youth here, does not mean everyone says it means even all guys like us who are still in youth, who are still youth. Yeah? This thing you see is not great. It's just, it was there. It was there even when I was young. So I'm still young. Okay? The point is, if we are honest with ourselves, because we don't need a basic channel. When we were talking about challenges and opportunities, one of the opportunities we have is the democratic space in this country. And Kenya is the best place to live in the world. For me, with my travels in all over many places in the world, I like Kenya more than any other place, including Muslim countries. Kenya is the best place to live. And we have a good country. And what else? We have also good people. Kenyans, all walk of life, all faith, they are just good. We have excellent people. And it is up to us now, Muslim professionals, Muslim youth, to do what we want to do. Positive things, not these things people are having negative perceptions about Muslims. And of course, those perceptions are created by Western media and Western people, not Kenyans, not non-Muslim Kenyans. No, not non-Muslim Africans, even in Africa and African level. That is a creation of another continent. But the most important thing is Kenyans are good people. You saw this lady, American ambassador, the current one, when she was in Eldoret last time at the governor's conference, when she was reporting like a journalist. You had that, right? You listened to her. You watched that TV, a clip. She praised the people, Kenyan people, and it is true. There's only one point that Taylor didn't like, that the last election was democratic, free and fair. And of course he reacted the following day. But the truth of the matter is, Kenya is the best place to live in this world. And we hope we will get, Allah will give us Jannah, inshallah, after this world. So, one of the good things is the democratic space and the good people of Kenya. The current, as we speak, there is interfaith association, organization body, faith-based organization called Interfaith. All faith, Muslims, Christians, Hindus, all of them. Who's the CEO of Interfaith? A Muslim. Okay, the CEO is a Muslim. So there's tolerance in this where we are. And something very interesting, and I'm sure many of us who are involved in community work, we must have realized that senior professionals of other faith are becoming Muslims. Not ordinary people, ordinary Kenyans, senior professionals, not professionals, senior professionals, learned people. Good example, William Matunga. That's an ordinary person. Chief Justice, former Chief Justice. The other professor, this is a political analyst. Haman. Yes, Haman. And yeah, and many others, countless. Those are visible, public figures. But you will find a number of senior professionals becoming Muslims. And what? Majority of them are ladies, of the senior professionals who are becoming Muslims. And when they become Muslims, they become serious Muslims. Okay. So those of us who, somebody said we were born Muslims and we are taking it for granted. Somebody said that. And yes, we were born Muslims, and we don't know the importance of being a Muslim. Those people, when they become Muslims, they read and they become practicing Muslims. One time in Mecca, I met a Moroccan who came, who is a German citizen. He was an old man. Then he told me he migrated to Germany when he was young, and his children who were born in Germany are now married. Then I told him, now, you know, when you went there, you knew Islam, you learned Islam in your country. Now there, you are now close to the grave. Why don't you take back your children to Morocco? What do you expect? What's the answer? What do you think he will say? It was interesting. He said, if he dies when his children are in Germany, he will have less worries. But if he takes back his children to Morocco and he dies wherever he is, he will die as a worrying person. Yes. There are more risks in the Muslim world than outside the Muslim world. Make sense? Maybe no. Then he told me, now that time they came for Umrah, and the team delegation was at Burj Al Sa, this tower, watch tower. It's called what tower? Clock tower. What? Clock tower. Clock tower. And they were guests of the Saudi government, and the majority, 80% of those men were ladies who became Muslims, take leave of 1 year, probably unpaid, and they study and do research, and they become very strong Muslims. And he told me when they come back from the leave, they are more knowledgeable than the Muslims, all Muslims. So these people are serious when they are becoming Muslims. Now that we have come together, we have a lot of challenges, and the challenges are all as old as the world, isn't it? How do we address these challenges? For me, let me say at universities, Muslim student associations, we start with subscriptions. We start with the subscriptions, and we'll help you, yeah, to talk to the boys, to talk to the students, to talk to the girls. And each one of us can recruit 10 students, for example, to pay that money. If every official persuades 10 students, and if you have 10 officials, each one persuades 10, how many are those? 100. If 100 pay, now the new fee, new subscription, then others will follow this. You address that one. The issue of mosques, I think we can agree on every year we do one project. For example, mosque. More university has given even 5 acres of Islamic center. Now, Taita Tafeta University, there's no, is that a university land or what is it? The mosque, the mosque is complete.
It's for the association.
Yeah?
It's for the Muslim association.
Not university land. Yeah. But it is possible to get from the university when it is the way we manage it. So, if we say we build a mosque in one of the universities every year, possible or not possible? In terms of resource mobilization, Hassan, it's possible, right? Yeah. Let's address issues like, we take one thing at a time. If we say every year, let us have national Muslim student convention. Is funding possible or not possible? Very much possible. You can mobilize that from the community, but again, the universities, each university must bring this amount. And that is possible when the new annual or semester-based contributions are paid by us. On behalf of WAMY, I will support you probably with the national convention, if not 100%, if I support 30%. The universities brings 30%, and we mobilize for Hassan and his team 30%. Possible? Yeah. But can we don't need the names to be created now. Let's say we come together. No. We want to see active bodies. Yeah, active. So active or not active? What do you say? Or it's only active election time? I think to some extent it's active. They used to be even in the county university councils, but not now.
They've diluted it.
Now?
I think they've diluted it.
Not diluting, I think it's Professor Margaret Kamal who has to change the university structures when she was, the short time she was in the Minister of Education for membership. Not only university students, even departments. You know, the universities councils used to be very, like 50 people. Every department representing university student, all this, she removed. She only 5 gazetted members. Yeah. I was a member of both when it was a crowd and when it was limited to the 5. And we have seen the difference. Yes, and you know what? If you are from Mount Kenya, and university in Mount Kenya, only 1 member of the council of the 5. Or if you are if the Vice Chancellor comes from Mount Kenya, the council chairman and the chancellor cannot come from that region. That is the law that is now working. Every university is like that. But before what? The chancellor, the vice chancellor, the council chairman, members, all used to come from some same village. Yeah. But that reform was excellent, and it was Professor Kamara when she was there. I think as Muslims also, there's lack of focus. There's serious lack of focus. As a student now, what is our role? Suppose we work on politics. What is priority as a student leadership, Muslim Student Association? To work on politics or to work on the da'wah in the universities? Mr. Ali? The university students are here. Not the university students, but also we have to advise them, guide them. I think US at this stage is the da'wah and welfare of Muslim students and the da'wah in the universities, both among the university students and our other Kenyans, to work on, concentrate on da'wah and student welfare. Some have become Muslims or some are poor, some ABCD. Then how can we help them? That's a welfare issue. Then also the da'wah amongst ourselves. That's also another issue. But if we don't have focus, then it will be very, very unfair or bad. Poverty is an issue in the Muslim countries. Maybe historical, and one is poor management. In terms of devolution, who is the first beneficiary of devolution? Muslims. Yeah, and which is the poorest Muslim county? Islam. Yeah, big challenge. If you go visit the villages of land, okay, you will feel bad. Okay, extremely poor. We had a relief program recently in Lamu, where even the governor and the council attended. But every Muslim county, there are a lot of poverty. But we see only ours. Last week we were in Marsabit, specifically the Samis county. I don't think there is something like that in Kenya, except probably Turkana land, I don't know. But in Northeastern, there's nothing like that. We are much better. The some people are suffering. I think we think that's not part of Kenya. The way those people are, marginalized, ignored, and whatever you can call it. But it's a big problem. Now at university students, nobody's from MKU here. Is there anybody? Someone? University Muslim MKU. I thought you raised the hand. Yeah. MKU, I think Muslims are very strong. And even the mosque was built by who? Who built the mosque of MKU? The university might be. Right? So it is not the other way around. It is us who are not actually focused on the rest. There were challenges in the past, okay, where we were not allowed to go to A level. You know that? There was time when you get 6 points. 6 points means or less, right? And you were not allowed to proceed to A levels. So we used to go to where? People from Northeast used to go to 3 colleges only. Kenya Science, MTC, and Electoral Diploma. And you have 6 points if you want. That's easy now. But now, there's no challenges to that extent. Networking problems, a bit of challenge. Drugs, I think we have discussed, we have said. The sort of like challenges and other way to say. Ruad al-Khair organization. It's the University Muslim Student Association. Is it right to say organization? Why? Why not Ruad al-Khair association or Muslim? But the word Muslim was not appropriate. Could be done there. Because it's a Catholic. It's a faith-based university. Muslim association was the issue, so they said they call it that. And features, we are not leaders of tomorrow. That one has been stressed by everybody. Speakers including Hassan, his colleague. About, let me say something about the ADT. ADT, we started and we gave grants initially. There was no loan. And we targeted university lecturers. 5 Kenyans, 5 Tanzanians, 5 Ugandans, and 5 Somalians. And we sponsored full sponsorship, and they were not to refund. But we found out after those that we cannot continue supporting grants, giving grants. So we decided to make it revolving. And as it is, the first one of the cases, if I take it, was a Muslim lecturer in Moi University. He finished, he graduated, but his certificate was at the university for 3 years after graduation because of money, and he was not given increment. So ADT paid his money. His money was backdated when he graduated, and immediately he paid the software on his borrow. Useful?
Yes.
It was very intensely. And you can, I think the number of PhD Muslim beneficiaries are over 40. Kenya. Over 40.
Indeed.
PhD only. Masters, many. Okay? So, Alhamdulillah, it is serving the purpose, and it has come at the right time when there was demand. Yeah, demand. EFA is ideally for Abu, is inshallah going to add value also in the issues. Thank you very much. Mine is, I always, and I've said for a while, it's because of Ali who told me I have to come. But I think I avoided Muslim Student Association conventions, gatherings, and all. And it's because of not willing to pay. If you are not willing to pay, and the first thing is you need the support. And I cannot afford that support. Do I need to go and attend that meeting? Obviously no. Yeah. If you change that one, I think we'll all be able to contribute. Alumni like Hassan and his team, those who are not alumni but concerned like us, we will all be ready. And when you have each university separate as you are now, let us have national Muslim students, university students association. Like good example is Uganda. Yeah. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best, and I'm sure.
فبأي آلاء ربكما تكذبان صدق الله العظيم.
I need to sisters to wait behind. Okay. Sisters, please.